Hey, this is Jill Tankard, and you're watching Branching Out.
I'm Dottie Peoples, and you're watching Branching Out.
Hi everyone, I'm Gloria Gilman from Bass Wives LA, and you just caught me on Branching Out.
Hi, we're the Braxtons, and you're watching Branching Out.
You are watching Branching Out.
Wow, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, hey, it's Blair Runner. We're watching Branching Out.
But I'm Bobby Jones, and I'm branching out for real.
And it's a beautiful thing.
Branch now.
And I'm just excited to be back to celebrate the 20th anniversary.
I am here at True Vision Media Group Visionary Seminar because Monica Floyd is absolutely amazing.
Okay.
She's a beautiful spirit, a beautiful woman, a very personal friend of mine. I adore her. I love her. Everything she stands for, everything her company stands for. So I would go beyond the moon to support her. To do anything for any woman and to give back to women and to support each other, that's the ultimate. So I absolutely will be here. I would come from UK to be here for her. Yeah.
All right, so tell us about you.
I am a television producer. I produced the NBA Summer League for Summer Dreams. That was for, I think, 2012. The Amazing Race for CBS. America's Next Top Model for CW. The BET Awards Top 10 Moments. So, yeah.
You've been working.
Yeah, I'm working. That's why you don't see me. I'm working.
So what's next for you, though?
Actually, we're working on a project that's being pitched right now for the Richard Sherman family. So it's called Rolling with the Shermans, and me and Monica are also partnered with that. So it's pretty cool. It's going to be big.
So what is it that you want to take away from True Vision today?
I want to take away women empowerment, like other women just supporting each other. A lot of times we try to push each other out the way. So it's a great thing for us to come together and try to uplift each other. And all the women that are on this panel, I believe, exude that. And I know Monica, that's what she brings for women together. Like, let's help each other, let's build each other, let's put eit's other together. We could all be on the top. And so I love that about Monica. So that's what I want to take away. And just hearing their stories, you know, I've never heard none of them in person, so it's really cool. Like, you hear all their stories, you know, the background, but to genuinely be here.
Who inspires you?
My mother inspires me. It's 5 of us, 5 girls, no boys. I'm the youngest, but just being a mom, my father passed when I was 6 months, so for her to raise all 5 of us, and we are successful women and just loving spirits, she inspired me.
So tell us about Ohio Players.
Well, we're gonna shoot a nice movie. We got something coming on. We're working with Bill Duke right now in negotiations. We're putting him on as a director. We're working with Pat Sanson right now in negotiations. We're putting him as a producer. He did Pirates of the Caribbean, National Treasures, all of that. Leah Daniels, we're working with her as casting director right now. So we're putting all these pieces together to make a great movie. We're bringing a lot of talent to it.
Just all about women empowerment. This was, I'm excited to learn something at the same time. You know what I mean? While I'm here, R&B singer, just inspired by today.
So you just hit a number. Let me get you. Come on, give me something.
What you want me to say? All right, I'm gonna sing my new song, Drop It Down. Okay. It's on iTunes right now. Make sure y'all go check it out and purchase it. While we're wasting time, it's just you and I. Let me blow your mind, tell me what's your sign. How to make you mine, only for tonight, baby. You can close your eyes and enjoy the ride. And watch me drop it down and work that. Drop it down and work that. Drop it down. I know you like that. Drop it down and work that.
What? We got a star in the house. So what do you want to take away from this conference?
I'm just, you know what? I'm coming. My mind and my spirit is open, and I'm just ready to learn. You know what I mean? So I'm a student at the same time. So I'm just excited.
So when can we look for this great album?
It's in the works. I'm actually finishing up now. I'm signed to Infrared Entertainment, So just check me out on my social media. Follow me at Istmelle, ITSTMELLE, and you'll find out everything when I'm in your city. And make sure y'all go check out that Drop It Down on iTunes right now.
Are you gonna be at the BET Hip Hop Awards?
Yes, I will be there.
My name is Karen Civil,
owner of KarenCivil.com and LiveCivil.com. You know, this is the True Vision panel is about entrepreneurship. So it's great that I get to share this panel with people that I respect, like Dollface and Ming, who I can also call friends. So it's just us giving advice on how to build your business and your brand.
Okay, so what is it that you want to take away from this conference?
Like with a lot of the conferences I do, you know, people pay good money to come and hear us talk. So them taking our experiences and you know, taking them and actually putting them into their everyday life.
Okay, so what's your next project?
Next project I'm working on is my Live Civil book, which is slated for November release.
Okay, so we need to look for that, right?
Yes.
All right.
It'll come out through Amazon, which I'm really excited about.
Women empowerment is something I'm very excited about. And these women in particular, I'm so proud of their accomplishments. And I can't wait to hear them share their accomplishments and how they got to where they are, so we can all learn a little bit more today.
My parents were actually the first African-American power couple. That was before people knew about power couples that opened up a retail business. And they had several businesses downtown Detroit that did really, really well. And we grew up very well. I remember mom and dad having his and her Rolls Royces, his and her Mercedes. I had a Volvo at 16, and at 19 we lost everything. And I was like, this is craziness, what happened? And so as I began to ask my parents questions, and particularly my mother, she would be like, well, your father said this and your father said that. And I was like, well, Mom, what did you think about the management of the money? And so she really couldn't give me the answers, because you know that generation, they just let their husbands handle everything and really didn't know anything. And so it really made me passionate about going and understanding economics, wealth trends, wealth strategies, and really how to develop long-term wealth, not just make money, but how do I strategically create an empire that will last for years to come, so that at 90 years old, I'm not retired, but in the projects. So I ended up majoring in economics, went to University of Michigan, graduated Dean's List, and I began to be mentored by multi-million-dollar businessmen and women that were really, really able to help teach me wealth strategies. And so I ended up opening up a Nextel franchise. I remember that with the little two-way radio thing. Yeah, so I opened that up, and I opened that business up, and I made my first $1 million at 29 years old. And really from that point, and that was just last year, so you know. So anyway, from that point, just started building and really, really wanting to understand what was going on in the economy from a global aspect. Because what happens in Russia, what happens in China, what happens in India also impacts what happens in the United States. And so that's pretty much how I got my start. I started something called Millionaire School, where I teach women, and particularly trends and wealth cycles, fixed income, fixed growth, or fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Because sometimes we get stuck in an antiquated idea of how to generate revenue and income.
So I got my start actually really young. As you all may or may not know, I come from a family that pretty much, I grew up around fashion and entertainment and all that stuff. So my sister and I started a sneaker line when I was about 18. So I pretty much got my experience from working and launching a brand called Page Street Women's Sneakers, and traveled the world. And this business, we started out just from an idea, and it blew all the way up to $66 million plus. However, that brand was a licensing brand, so I now am in my own business, and I am launching my own faux fur line this year. So I learned a lot of my business ethic from working with that brand Page Street, and it kind of put me at where I'm at today. Everything else I do pretty much just comes organic, as far as like fitness and philanthropy. It's just stuff that I love. So anything I do today is just what I love, and that's what I'm passionate about.
I tell people I was welding at the age of 14, so it can only get better from there. I like challenges. People always say, well, how are you going to do all these things? How are you going to do that? I had 2 kids, 2 daughters in private school who I left at home. I always say, I'm going to miss my flight, because I get separation anxiety, because I hate leaving my daughters. Like, they're my everything. I'm a mother. Before all of this, people say Dollface. Yes, I sing. I've had records with Snoop Dogg, E40. My music has placed overseas in Japan, Australia. I did do my stuff from my home. I recorded my music from my home and got it distributed, and it did end up in 4 other countries. So I like to tell people that sometimes you may not have the answers. Sometimes you may have to just jump in the river and kind of figure it out. I did come out here with a singing group. I auditioned back in Baltimore to be a part of a singing group. I got picked Fortunately, I got picked, and they moved us from Baltimore to California. I got here and decided that, you know what, I really don't want to do the singing thing. I went on to do stand-up comedy. I've always been a person who has to be on the business side. I'm passionate about producing, putting people together, making the wheels roll. And so I used to do stand-up comedy, but I would say, you know what, I think I really want to, bring the people in the club. I want to help the comedians, get jobs, open it up for entertainers. So I started booking the comedians, and at the same time, I said, I'm not going to be a story where I'm starving, living in my car. I would never have that story, thank God. I got an education. I do have degrees in 5 different areas, and I feel that education is important. It's a great foundation. When you're walking in the room and you're asking people for support, whether it's financial support or whether it's resources, if you are educated and you can represent yourself well, the sky is the limit. It truly is. I mean, I've been fortunate and blessed enough to get millions and millions and millions of dollars from people, and I've never signed a piece of paper. So integrity, your word, if I tell you something out of my mouth that I'm going to do for you or I'm going to give you, you're going to get it. I don't care by any means necessary, you're going to get it, because that's all you have, is your word and your integrity. And I've had experiences with Karen Civil, I've had experience with Angela, I've had experience with Jewel, personal experiences where whether we were working on a show together, whether we were doing an event together, and these girls have been truly so supportive. They know my company is independent, they know it's just pretty much all me, and they took the chance on their brand to put their name out there, their brand, and they rocked with me and rolled with me, and whatever it was successful.
I come from a very, strict Haitian family where, your success, financial success and your career is something that's very important. So, my oldest brother is a plastic surgeon, and the other one is one of the youngest detectives, African-American detectives in New York City. So, you have a lot on your shoulders. Your parents want you to be a lawyer, they want you to be a doctor, and I'm a young girl who had dreams. I would, all the things you dream about. I want to move to LA, I want to write a book, I want to have my own doll, I want to have, all the little things that you think of as a child. And I said, I remember being in middle school, not middle school, high school, saying, why can't I have these things actually become reality? Why can't my dreams be real? And I want to work towards that. And even without, my parents' approval, I said, I know the life you want me to live, but at the end of the day, this is my life. So I want to figure it out. I want to figure out social media, digital management, and at the time we didn't have a name for this. It was just an AOL CD, and you were online. So I found a whole connection, and I found a whole world there, because here I was, a Haitian girl in New Jersey, in Elizabeth, New Jersey, who liked the Backstreet Boys, who dressed like Wednesday Addams. But on the internet, I found a whole diverse audience of people I can connect with. I said this was my way out of my area, and this was my way of connecting with people who I can engage with and figure out how to turn this hobby into a career. It took a couple of years, because obviously there's no name for it. I got an internship with Funkmaster Flex. I worked with him for about 3 years. And in working with him, I wasn't fully living my purpose. Like, I know I wanted to do digital media, social content. I was just getting to be around the celebrities, getting to hang with him, but not really living in my purpose. It looked good. Like on your MySpace, it's like, oh, you're at the concert, you're at this, but I wasn't fulfilled. So I eventually left, got a job working with Diplomat Records, and from there, while I was there, I learned every little bit of everything, figuring out marketing, figuring out digital strategy, figuring out PR, because I said once I figure out what exactly I'm going to call myself or what this business is, I'll be good. So I worked with them for close to 4 years, and like any other group, they broke up, and I decided, you know what, I put all this attention on Flex, I tried to build Flex, I tried to build Dipset, now it's time to build my own brand.
I ended up going to hair school because I won a scholarship on Estee Lauder, a talent scholarship that I applied for on the last day. And when I won, I was like, oh, I guess I'm going to hair school. I graduated hair school and I hated hair. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm going to be a makeup artist. because I found out that makeup artist actually hires the whole glam team. So I was like, oh no, I gotta be the boss, so I'm gonna be a makeup artist. Well, unfortunately for me, I couldn't do makeup. So my father, before he passed, he's like, why don't you go take your state board? And I was just like, I don't know. He paid for my state board actually 3 times. I bought shoes every time. So yeah, I know, they were cute though. But he actually ended up getting into a car accident that ended up ending his life in December 2009. So in 2010, once we buried him, I was just like, I could at least try this hair thing out. I mean, what's the worst thing I could do? I could hate it and do something else. So I ended up like auditioning or trying to apply for like 42 different salons. They all told me no. I finally got a job from 8 months later, August 7th, and I started doing hair. I had no clients, no nothing. And thank God for social media, because at the time, Twitter, I think like 6 months later, you could finally start uploading pictures. Remember, Twitter, you couldn't upload pictures. So while everybody else was uploading, you know what I mean, what they was wearing or what they was eating or where they was going, I was posting from 9 to 5 my work. Come see me, this. And so I built it up, and I never wanted to do celebrity hair. Like I did it one time, and I hated it. Like they made me nervous, time management. It's just, I was just like, this is not for me. Like, you know, you're a really cool person. I do want a picture. But this is not for me. Like, I'm out of here. I couldn't get out of that hotel room fast enough. And so I was just like, okay, instead of doing celebrity hair, I'm just gonna make myself the celebrity. I was gonna make myself the celebrity and do girls like me hair. And so I started doing hair. And then I always prided myself, and I still built my company on customer service. I always tell people, like, I don't care who walks through the store. You treat them, you roll out the red carpet. They come into the bathroom and they come to get a drink of water. They walking upstairs and they just want to take pictures. You treat them like, you know what I mean, Beyonce is coming through this door, or you can't work for me. Because I realized that if you have good customer service, you can always right your wrong. People will always give you a second chance to correct your mistake if you ever have one.
I am Tristan Williams, and you are watching Branching Out.
Well, I want to welcome the world. We watching Branching Out with Vincent Steele. Ohio Players Project is coming to you. Thanks for your time.
What up, y'all? It's your girl. It's Tamel, and I'm with Branching Out.
This is Karen Civil with KarenCivil.com, and you are checking out BranchingOut.com.
Hi, I'm Angela Simmons. I'm a fashion designer and philanthropist. I have a TV show airing in January called Growing Up Hip Hop, and you're watching Branching Out TV.
Hi, I'm Ming and I'm with Not Life Studios, and you're watching Branching Out.
Hey, I'm Jewel Tankard with Bravo's Thicker Than Water family show, and I also just launched the Jewel Tankard Talk Show. So, hey.
And you're watching Branching Out, the show to watch.